I'm Michael Johnson, and I feel that my diverse writing background and experience makes me an ideal candidate for your company. For the past 20 years, I have been a working writer in the freelance market. Within that time, I have worked and continue to work in the marketing and search engine optimization field with an emphasis on web and social media content. However, I do not let that type of writing define me. There are three defining moments in my life as a writer. The first was the death of my father at a very young age. I shut myself off from most of the world and used books as a way to escape, and started writing as a way to get my feelings out on the page. When I was older, several years later, I lost my grandfather. He was very supportive of my writing, and after his death, I began to work harder. I went out of my comfort zone and joined the writing club in school and started working on stage plays, which eventually took me to writing screenplays. I never stopped working on narrative fiction, however. When I got my first agent and subsequently my first option agreement, that type of writing fell away and I immersed myself in screenwriting. The third moment was meeting my father-in-law for the first time. Phil Klass wrote satirical science fiction in the golden age of writing under the name of William Tenn. He reignited something in me that made me want to start writing narrative fiction again. After his passing, I went through his belongings and found personal letters and anecdotes between himself and writing luminaries like Daniel Keyes, Neil Gaiman, C.S. Lewis, Pohl, and Asimov, and excited me. He stopped writing to pursue teaching and taught at Penn State for over 40 years. His dedication to teaching pushed me back into college, where I received my BFA in creative writing from Full Sail. Within 5 years, I wanted to be doing what he did, teaching new writers and inspiring them to dream and work on their craft. People I have worked for and with have said that I'm a driving force and influence to get things done ahead of schedule and at the highest degree of excellence possible, and that I lead by example. Even in times of conflict, I keep a level head, listen to all sides, take none, and come up with a solution that best exemplifies the company and the team. I see no challenges standing ahead of me to realizing my goals. Like a shark, I keep moving forward, and that, I believe, is one of my greatest strengths. I'm also a realist and know my weaknesses. I'm slowly getting more comfortable with groups of people and putting myself out there to be heard. There's always been a problem for me going back to those years when I was dealing with the loss of my father and grandfather. However, I do push forward through those times to get my voice heard.